talking with my husband about the fact that being a teacher is so rewarding. Like, even if it's this kind of teacher that I am here on YouTube, it's so rewarding, right? But I remember that as as a teenager, so growing up, people even used to the fact that my mom was a teacher. I mean, she retired as a teacher. She's still a teacher. Like, I mean, you never stop being a teacher because my mom is always telling people what to do, the right thing to do. Sometimes, yes, you can be so obsessive, like, oh my gosh, leave me. But, being brought up by a teacher had a lot of advantages. People just even give you some opportunities because, oh, she's the daughter of so and so, and they also their perception of you also keeps you being accountable to yourself, in the sense that they'll say, oh, she's the daughter of a teacher. Teachers train their children so well, and so you have the task of being well behaved, that kind of thing. So anyway, let's go to our teaching tonight. Who is here with me? Most women are underpaid in the workplace, and that's because they don't ask. Yes, this is how we're going to change that really fast. In 2012, I was working in an organization where I thought that I bargained well, even though I was giving like 50% or 50,000 naira less what I really wanted. But by the time they agreed on the fee, I felt like, okay, it's not bad, given that they're going to give me accommodation and car and all that. But just a few months down the line, a guy was employed. Now, let me put it in context. We were not the same industry. I was in the education industry. The guy was in the hospitality industry, but it was owned by the same organization, right? And we were practically doing the same things. I was doing operations. He was doing operations. He was doing marketing sort of and sales. And this is not about his commission. He was paid 3 times than I was. And I was like, why did I do this to myself? That's all that I felt at that time. Now, I've been hearing the narrative also that women are paid 20% less than men in organizations if, even if they're in the same level, have the same qualifications. Is that true where you are? Because I really don't think it's something that happens where I am. Like, I haven't noticed it in my country. I don't know, but let me know. Do you have incidences where you were paid lower because you're a woman and a man in the same position and all that was paid higher? Let me know. But this is always the narrative out there. And I try to also be careful of this whole advocacy, empowerment thing. It can really get too much. But the good news is that, girl, you can get your power back, because the reasons you don't ask are obvious, and I have been there too, and we're going to fix it together, and we're going to make sure that we can bootstrap this. I'll tell you exactly what you're going to say if you want to get the raise, and how to negotiate like a boss, okay? Because after that experience, I went ahead and kept negotiating like a boss that I am. I remember in my other organization, after that experience, they would even pay me first. No jokes. Like, they would pay me first, and I earn higher than other people. Unfair advantage, right? But they will pay me first no matter what, even if the organization is kind of struggling with paying other people, because it was just my experience, right? And that's because of certain things I'm going to share with you tonight, okay? If you're on this live stream now, this is the point where you share the link of this video to a woman in your group, share to your groups, to your Facebook groups, to your WhatsApp groups. Tell someone to come join in, because if you're a 9 to 5 girly, you want to come closer, and you want to get your other 9 to 5 girlies in here, because tonight I'm giving you the tea, the whole tea. No gatekeeping anything, because this is Women's Month for a reason. We are marching forward, right? It's to be International Women's Day in about 48 hours. And for me, being financially literate is something that I hand over to you with my own experience, and I'm sharing with you best practices. I'm researching, I'm asking people. And till date, guys, a bit of housekeeping. I'm still looking for people who will join me on this live. Let's go live together and share your experiences with money, okay? Now, let's start with, first of all, why don't a lot of people ask? Not people now. Why don't a lot of women ask for a raise at work or negotiate better? Yeah? Should we go? Ready? If you're watching in the replay, let me know you're watching in the replay by typing hashtag replay, and then so I can give you a shout out as well. Number one reason why women don't ask for a raise, obviously, is because they are afraid of rejection. You're afraid of hearing no. You're afraid of what if they don't say. In fact, some people are even afraid that what if I say that they say your eyes are your eyes are too big, and then they sack you. So they feel like it's better I keep what I have than lose it all. Girl, get off that mindset. Get off that mindset quick, because it's not serving you. Why do you worry about getting a no? Yeah, and then you end up never asking. Remember the story I told you about Facebook COO Sheryl Sandberg? She said it that she was to get into Facebook to work until somebody told her, you need to negotiate your pay, if not. And she went ahead and negotiated. And you know that she got millions more income because she negotiated. So, I mean, that's her very first salary. And later, she was happier for it, right? Her very first salary, she didn't negotiate and all that, but she went back and then negotiated and got millions on top of what she was already earning. So don't let fear hold you back. Now, okay, we're talking about the reasons. We're not giving the solutions yet. Oh my gosh, I've gone to solution mode too fast. Hi, African Tales on Beats. Welcome. Thank you for my 3 supers yesterday. Oh my gosh, thank you. Number 2 reason why women don't ask for a raise, don't negotiate their salaries. Second is the grateful trap. It's called the grateful trap. What do I mean by a grateful trap? Women often feel like they should even be grateful with what they have. You know, instead of demanding their worth, their wish, it ties to what I said earlier, like they feel like, let me hold what I have, it's better than nothing. Girl, wake up. Wake up. Who lied to you? I mean, I don't know. Like, you look at what you're earning, it can't take you home, you're struggling with the expenses, with living your life, and you feel you're better off because, you should be grateful with what you have. That mindset is holding you back. And see, I remember that Michelle Obama once spoke about the fact that, women always play small. That thing, it aches me the wrong way because I don't know why. See, even in trying to raise daughters, like, I'm harder because the world out there is not fair. It's not fair on anybody, for anybody working hard. Then being a woman and then being somebody that anybody can step on. Okay, that's the word. You being a layover. People can easily dish out whatever you take it. It makes it worse. Woman, you should be grateful of your life, yes. But when you made a life choice to work and your salary isn't adding up, don't let the grateful trap keep you from going to renegotiate. Yes, especially because you know your worth. You know what you're bringing to the organization. You know what you have. Do you understand? Don't let the grateful trap keep you, I don't want to ruffle any feathers. Stop it. You don't want to ruffle any feathers. You're earning way less than your worth. Your life is going, you're spending your life on this job. You don't have time to even know what's happening in town. You're trapped there. This income is making you sad. So get off the grateful trap. Like, after I'm better than other people who don't even have a job. Stop it. If you need to ask for a raise and you're uncomfortable about your pay, it will affect your productivity. So don't let the grateful trap keep you there, especially those people who are advising you. Most times they are women as well. Don't listen to them, who are telling you, you should be grateful that you are this. You're grateful you're in a Fortune 500 company. You should be grateful Stop it. That's number 2 thing that holds a lot of women back from my research. Number 3 thing is, of course, you don't even have the skill. You don't know how you can negotiate. So a lot of women lack the negotiation skill, like they don't even know where to start. So even if you told them, you deserve more, you should be able to ask your boss, they're like, where will I start? What do I say? That's why we're doing here. That's what we're doing here tonight. Okay, so you simply just don't know how to negotiate. But guess what? Negotiation is a skill anyone can learn. You can learn it. People who are breaking glass ceilings, doing big things, negotiating, they're earning big deal. Somebody calls it, or rather, it's popular in Nigeria. People call it arm robber salary. People that are earning arm robber salary. Not be mama born them like you. Is there anything that said you should not build your mother a duplex? Is there anything that, oh, I saw a beautiful video yesterday, oh my gosh, a young lady built a magnificent mansion for her parents, bought them 2 SUVs, one for her mom, one for her dad, and they showed how she was taking them to the house and how, oh my God, her dad was just crying like, oh my God, and I'm sure the man would never in his life had imagined that my baby girl is doing this, gonna do this for me, you know. And I love the fact that they give them their individual keys, they got into their car, started it. It was so fulfilling. You know that those parents are between 65 to about 75. I mean, I was so grateful for them, right? You can't be the daughter of, you know, that can't even, you know, you should be able to spoil your parents, spoil your foster fathers, spoil your foster mother, spoil the people in your life that you love. You need to earn more to do that. So in that video, I know they give them their cars, their car keys, and they tried it out, but of course they were so emotional. Her dad in particular was so broken, like in a happy way, of course. And then I love the way they now gave him the car to the car to, sorry, why do I keep saying car? The key to the building, and gave him a scissors with a ribbon to cut the ribbon, you know, at the entrance. Oh my gosh, that was like good. Ever. That man might also be wealthy, I don't know, but it will just hit differently. See, that action already from their daughter is enough to make him live like 20 years more. Trust me, there's nothing as beautiful as a woman having money. Trust me, because somehow we are the ones that somehow have that softer spot to take care of parents and people. So money in your hands is so important, okay? So I'm going to break down how you can ask for a raise, because you need to learn it. Okay, after my own experiences, no be person tell me. I had to go learn. What should I say? How do I say? I know that your this thing will be like, how do I say it nicely? How do I say it in a way that I won't get into trouble? Why do you even hate trouble, Seth? Why? Why are you always afraid of trouble? Like, I don't want to raise trouble. Good girl. Stop that. Stop that, please. Now, let's look at this part where I'm going to show you the exact step here now, how you can ask for a raise without all of those your fears coming into place. Number one thing you must do, this one you do it before you even go to ask for the raise. First of all, sit down and calibrate. What is your value? What have you done for this organization? Do you understand? Because your worth in the organization will give you confidence to approach to ask that, girl, I'm earning $5,000. I need it to be 7.5, or rather, I need it to be 7.5 because for this reason, for this reason. If you don't know the reasons and your head is just empty, you just say, I don't know, how do I say it? Most times it comes from a place because you don't even know the value that you bring to the company. You don't know how much sales you've generated. You don't know how much leads you brought. You don't know, do you understand? You don't know how much worth the training and your input has brought the organization, and you can't calibrate it. That's why I say, first of all, sit down and find out, what have I brought for this organization that makes me deserving of a raise, right? You might also want to do a bit of market research. Use sites like LinkedIn Salary Insights. You can use Glassdoor. Yes, those kind of HR tools or platforms will help you know also like how much people in your position, in your kind of industry as well, where your organization plays, how much they earn. That's also another thing you need. So you need to know your worth, what you brought to the organization. Then you need to know what the market rates really are, because you have to be sure that you're earning less than you should before you can ask for a raise in the first place, Abby. Now, there's a guy called Brené Brown started charging $10,000 for speaking engagements after realizing her worth. Did I say guy is a lady, right? After realizing her worth. I have a lady here too in Nigeria, Emily Walekoya. I love Emily so much. Emily have always upped her game, always upped her fee. According to any time she realizes that, oh, I'm worth more than this, right? She raises her fee. And she says it, she builds in public so you can tell. So don't let anybody, and these are people who are doing something that is not even working in an organization, right? So why not you, right? So this is the number one thing. Know your value, right? All of them are still on that know your value. The second thing, Okay, well, I'll give you 2 points. I've talked about the fact that you should know what you brought for the organization and also know what the research, also research what your position and your industry, people in your position are earning. Number 3, timing is very right. You don't just, like, if your organization just went through a very hard time recovering, you can't just go and be asking for a raise when the organization is suffering. That means sense. You don't even have sense. I'm sorry. Of course, it's not you, but of course, that person doesn't have sense. Because how will you see the organization is suffering? They are withdrawing some product and trying to use other product that can bring sales. The company is kind of going through a lot, and then you're asking for a raise. You are setting yourself up for a no, get out. They won't just say no, they say get out so that we can reduce our cost. Yes, and you will say it's me that sent you. So timing is very right. Look at the best time is always when the organization has gotten a big bang, a big success, landed a great deal that paid millions of naira, millions of dollars. Then you can now say, okay, based on this, you can ask for a raise. Also, you can ask a raise during performance reviews. So they are doing appraisals, they are doing performance. When you just hear that it's time for it, you go ask that, please, you would like to get a raise after this assessment period for this and this reason. Remember, you will always go with your worth. The base on the fact that you have brought so much, or the time, the duration you have worked, all of that. So look for those times when the organization has just made a big success. If you're here and you're not dropping the comments, I won't be able to see your name to give you a shout out, and you're very important. Okay, please drop a comment, and please make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Also make sure that you're liking this video, and please drop questions in the comment section that I will take before we wrap up. Okay, remember, we are still getting there. Don't miss the ending part of this, because I'm going to tell you exactly how you can do it. Now, I'm saying that these are the exact things you need to know. We talked about knowing your worth, about researching what the industry says and is paying. Next thing is now know the right time. Make sure that it is when the organization has succeeded, when the organization is doing like an appraisal. Of course, the appraisals will mean that some people are going to get a pay raise, some people are going to maybe be downgraded, some people maybe might be sacked, right? That's also a good time to ask. I need to internet. My internet's about to go off. Okay. So also another time you can ask for a raise is when you have just been given a new task, a different responsibility, a bigger responsibility. It's a good time to say, okay, I think we should look at this. Can anyone hear me? This internet is going and coming. But if I get a response, I'll know that at least I'm back on. Do you have internet? Please excuse me, guys. If you can hear me, please let me know. Let me see. Okay. Please, can anyone hear me now? I'm gonna wait until. Okay, I can see a comment by African Tales. Okay, that means are we back on? Okay, African Tales, you said, yes, I asked for a raise 4 times. I got the raise. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's so encouraging. And African Tales, you're a guy, right? Yes. Can you see? Please, is there any lady who has the same testimonial? Let's know. So you see that, guys, it works, right? African Tales, how did you go about asking for the raise? What was your motivation? And then did you meet any objection, or they just accepted immediately? Let's know. Can anyone hear me still? I need to be sure that we are back on. I can't see anyone here. Please, any response? If you can hear me, let me know, so that I can let you know exactly how to overcome objections. If you're asking for a raise and they're saying no for any reason, I want to tell you how you can still get what you want. If you can hear me, let me know. Okay, so how do you get a raise? Even if they are objecting, you have used my script, you have even done more than that, but they're still saying no. For instance, if the response was like, oh, we can't afford to give you a raise right now. Okay, African Tale says timely request brought timely acceptance in my case. Timely request. That means you looked at the right time. Exactly. So that validates the points I made. You have to look at the organizations, how the same way you monitor your husband or your wife, you look at their mood if you want them to do certain things. The same way now. So you have to be really smart. I mean, for me, this is like native sense. Yeah, you should know that when your organization is happy and everything is going well, there's a new raise, there's a new contract, there's a good time to ask. Or there's an assessment where they are already budgeting for a pay raise anyway, so you cannot ask. Okay, so how do you get a pay raise if they say we can't afford to give you a raise right now? What do you do? Guys, ladies, say this. Can we discuss other forms of compensation like bonuses, equity or extra benefits? Do you understand? So that they could now say, okay, they can decide. So don't just say, okay, and walk away. Ask them if you can get other things. If you can't get a pay raise, can you get some bonuses? For some people might even be, maybe you need some flexible work time. Can you come to the office maybe 3 times in a week instead of 5 times? Negotiate for something, right? Have I given you a clue? The second thing that can also happen, they might also say something like, now is not the right time. Yeah, now is not for any reason that maybe you didn't discover that it's not the right time, but they told you outrightly that this is not the right time, we're going to give you a raise. So you can ask something like, so okay, say this. So when would be a better time? Right? So that we can set a date and plan how to revisit this conversation. Girl, try this. Don't just, black away and then tell yourself, oh my God, I shouldn't have gone. I knew it. And start blaming yourself. See, stop that thing. Stop it. Okay? Use my scripts and come back and give us testimonials. Okay? If this month is a month you feel you should ask for a raise, I'll be happier to learn that what you did and that you got it. So that I'll be here cheering you on. Okay? So let me do some part of recap. What did you learn? What have you learned in today's session? Let me know in the comment section. But for me, I'll say, first of all, remember I said, know your worth. No matter what it is, know what you're bringing to the table, know what you have done for the organization, know what your market do your market research and find out what the other people are earning that makes you feel you're earning less. Also, time your requests right. Don't come up with a pay raise when the organization is struggling financially. Maybe they are even owing salary 1 month, then you come up with pay raise. How? Be emotionally intelligent, okay? That's what it means. Also, use my negotiation script. Go and use it. I hope you wrote it down though. Go and use my negotiation script and come back with testimonies, okay? Also, be prepared to handle rejection. When you're going to ask for this raise, already put it in your mind that it might be yes or no. Just like everything in life, it can be a yes and it can be a no. If it's a yes, good. If it's a no, I'm not going to live there without getting something else, either a bonus, an equity, the flexible work plan, whatever it is. Okay? And if it's not the right time, make sure that you're getting a time, a date where this discussion can be done and you can still get what you want. Okay? Now, if you're committing that you're going to ask for a pay raise, write in the comment section, I'm asking, you want a pay raise this year, right? I'm asking right away. Okay, make sure you are subscribed and you can share this with a friend who needs it, because this is a lifesaver for someone. All my 9 to 5 girlies, are you there? Even entrepreneurs, freelancers, this is a good time to renegotiate, to raise your fee, to raise your fee to what you're worth. I didn't even tell you guys, I traveled recently and to see a client and to close a deal, but I didn't close that deal, guys, sadly. But you know what I learned? I learned that, thank you for my friend Uki, who told me, girl, don't get into that trap anymore. Don't get into getting people who will frustrate you. They can't afford it. So let's let it go. And I was like, that's why I always run to you, because it's also good to have a sensible girl in your corner, girl. Don't run alone, because I got there and I started feeling maybe this guy is not getting back to us because maybe the fee is high, maybe this is it that he didn't get that we're kind of premium, blah blah blah, should we reduce the fee? And he's like, stop it. The way she would say it, like, stop calculating that thing. What is it? Do you want to attract clients that will give you hell? You want to go back to that trap where you're getting people who are pricing you we are focusing on people whose price is not what they're negotiating on. People who are negotiating on quality are the people we are looking for. And that was it for me. We went ahead to do our nails. She did what they call that, like a natural nail color. I did my red. We ate, we drank yogurt, we gisted, and we forgot the fact that I was feeling gloomy just before she came, and I was like, oh my girl should come and let me know why am I not getting this client. I'm telling you a real life story just days ago. So we may always want to fall into this trap. So get you a girl boss in your corner. Get you a girlie who is going where you're going, so that the times when this whole thing comes on you, like, oh, you start wanting to play small again, they will wake you up from slumber. Okay, it works for me and I know it will work for you. Okay, now this is a good time to take the questions. I haven't sent any question yet, but I will wait for a few more minutes. We have a whole 9 minutes to go, 11 minutes really to go on the show, so I'll be willing to take questions. Go ahead and let me know. Ask away. Ask your questions, guys. Ask away. This has been very fun for me to present, and I hope it's very fun for you watching as well. Please ask your questions. I like the fact that African Tale say he had asked for a raise 4 times and got them. Oh my God, but he's a guy. Any lady here who has asked for a raise and gotten it, tell your girl is how you did it, whether what I'm saying makes sense. Okay, let's go. Any questions, please ask right now. I know that this will help a lot of people. Please share this link to a 9-to-5 girlie, to an entrepreneur who is trying to make up their mind whether they should do this or not. Let's help each other. Okay, any questions? No questions yet. 10 minutes to go. Yeah, 10 minutes to go. Any questions? Okay, if there are no questions, I would like to say thank you so much for watching. You are an amazing viewer, and I don't take you for granted at all. Remember, I will always be here 9 p.m. Lagos time for another interesting episode that you don't also want to miss. Make sure you go watch my playlist. Look at the playlist that answer your questions, and please go ahead and watch the videos that will help you. Most of the questions you're having in your mind may already have been answered in my videos, so go ahead and have fun. I'm here doing all of this for you. We have 23 more episodes to go, and please share with a girlie to come join this girlie hangout where we're talking money, wealth creation, and everything in between. Whether you're a 9-to-5 girlie, or you're an entrepreneur, or you're a freelancer, or you're stay-at-home mom trying to make money from home, we got you. We do what? We got you on this show. Okay, see you tomorrow and be amazing. Bye.